Hey everybody, Jake here from Bearded Gear. I've got a package to open. This is one that kind of caught me by surprise, if that makes sense to say. So this is from UrbanEDCSupply. I'll say right now I have an affiliate link with UrbanEDCSupply, so I will link that down below. If you are going to purchase something from them and you use that link, that would mean a lot, because that helps me out. So that will be down there. So yeah, this is an interesting thing that has happened. Probably a week or two ago, I just saw UrbanEDCSupply post about a knife that I didn't know existed. It's from a designer that I'd heard of but wasn't really familiar with. It's from JHO knives, and this knife is just called the number 22. And yeah, they posted something about it, and I shared in my stories just like I would be interested in checking one of these out because it looked different and unique, and I just it wasn't on my radar until I saw their post. And it's rare in today's world with how involved I am in the EDC community at the moment that I see something come out that I hadn't even ever heard of or wasn't really aware of like that. So anyway, I posted on my stories, like, doesn't this look cool? I'd like to check one out. And then I messaged UrbanEDCSupply, and I was like, is it possible that you guys have one you can loan me just so I can see what it's all about? And they got back to me. They were like, yeah, absolutely. And here it is. So we're going to unbox this. I should also mention right now, as of when this video is going live, what are the dates on it? There is a giveaway going on. And so what is the dates? I feel like an idiot. Okay, from November 1st, so already been going this since last month, until December 31st, so end of this month. Every $100 you spend on UrbanEDCSupply.com gives you one entry into this big giveaway that they're doing. I can link down below to that giveaway specifically as well, so you can read all the details about it. So good time to buy something when you're also getting entered to win something. Always fun if you end up winning it. So anyway, that's going on. Down below, there will be a link to that, but also to my affiliate link, and I'll put UrbanEDCSupply's Instagram and all that stuff too. So check all that out below if you are interested in it. Anyway, we're going to bust into this. So this is going to be an unboxing for now. I will review this knife, and I'm excited to check it out. So let's bust right into it. All right, a piece of paper. I'm assuming it's just an invoice type of thing. Little UrbanEDCSupply card in here. Very cool. And then got the knife all wrapped up nice. Let me make sure this paper doesn't say anything that I need to remember and didn't. Okay, so it's the JHO knives, number 22. This one is in titanium and matte gray. They had two finish options when I was looking, so kind of cool. This one was actually the finish option that I think I would pick if I were to purchase one based on the photos, so that's nice. There's this card here, so the whole thing is in this really nice kind of padded-ish, like, fabric-y pouch. I'm imagining this is probably the ownership card, maybe a sticker. Let's see if I can get it out of here. Okay, so we've got some stickers. I'm assuming these are the JHO knives stickers. And then we have, here we go, certificate of authenticity. It's the number 22 matte gray M390 blade. Titanium handle with brass inlays, and then it's signed by the guy from JHO Knives and 2021 dated. Cool. So let me put this back in here. This is a knife that I'm sending back to them when I'm done, so I want to make sure I've got everything back the way it came. All right, now in here we have the knife. Oh, this is rad. Look at how this is all wrapped up. This is way cool. Okay. Bust into this. So tied with some string. I'm going to probably have to watch this again myself when I go to pack it back up for him. And then it is in here. In this like handkerchief thing all wrapped up. Oh wow. This is like a handkerchief flag type of thing almost. It's kind of like a little bit see-through with the JHO logo, I'm assuming. JHO knives. Cool. So that's pretty sweet. Different. I haven't seen that before from a packaging perspective. All right, here's the knife. Titanium frame lock. Nice, really cool matte gray finish. Kind of a knurled texture. You've got these three brass, almost like brass pin inlays. I think that looks really, really cool. That's something that I can't recall another knife where I've seen it done just like that before. And I like that aesthetic. It's pretty cool just to have a couple of dots, but of brass that really stand out against the titanium. I think it's a cool inlay style. Nice and perfectly centered. Everything looks good. You can see this is a front flipper. And yeah, nice simple profile. What kind of drew me into this knife was the utility aspect of it, like how utilitarian it seemed. It looks like a utility knife, like a little scalpel almost. And so I'll just open it as I talk about this, but yeah, look at that. So it's got this kind of like scalpel style blade with this nice forward choil, so you can choke right up on it. And it's not a lot of blade length, but as like secondary knives go, I feel like this is just a really compelling looking blade shape for how usable this thing has got to be. So yeah, when I saw the images of it, I was like, that is different. That looks pretty unique. And so, yeah, that's what led us to here, as I already explained. But I'm excited about this thing in person. It's bigger than I was expecting it to be. So I can get a full 4 fingers on this knife without choking up into that choil. I doubt I would use it this way much. I feel like it's really meant to come up here. And this just feels like I've got so much handle and control in my hand for such a precise little blade that I imagine this thing is going to be really, really sweet for like delicate little tasks. Certainly not the most blade to handle ratio possible. Far, far from it. This, if you're somebody who likes to see a lot of cutting edge compared to your handle length, this is not the knife for you, certainly. But I think it looks sweet. It's really different. Let's see how the action is on closure. That's pretty smooth. Not incredibly like drop shotty or anything, but on deployment, get it to focus, it's snappy. The detent feels like it's dialed well. I'm not sure who the OEM is on these. I don't think it's a Riat, just based on feel. Not that it feels inferior to a Riat per se, but I'm really not sure who makes this. This pocket clip I'm just now noticing is really cool too. So basically the way that this pocket clip is mounting in here, you can see it loops over, but it's a milled clip. So it loops to the end of the knife, and you've got this screw access right there, and that screw is actually going down into that like barrel spacer, that standoff if you want to call it that. And the clip mounts, like it hooks down, it's machined internally to receive the hook end of this clip, and then that's what the spacer or the standoff is setting into. And then it looks like there might even be another screw down there as well. Oh yeah, so the clip goes way deeper than I thought it does. It goes back down to like here, the tang that goes internally. So it's coming in real far, and then there's 2 screws in there, and then it's the spacer, which has this screw going into it. So there's 3 pocket clip screws, and it's machined into a slot. That's a really cool clip design, especially to have the look of a milled clip, but have it accomplish being deep carry. I am anticipating this knife carrying quite well. It feels a little heavy because it's not internally milled or anything like that, and it's a fully metal construction. Even though it's titanium, it's not super heavy, being that it's titanium, but it's not light either. There's just no pockets milled out or anything. So I'm hoping that this is going to carry well as a secondary. That's what I envision this knife kind of being positioned as, with this blade shape and profile. These divots too for the front flipper are sweet. They're like literal divots. It's not jimping, but it has some of the desired effect of jimping, I guess. I do get a little more, I just got in the way of that tang, didn't I? I get a little bit more grip on it than I would if it was just flat there, but yeah, that's cool. And then it, of course, transitions to up here, and that makes me especially glad that it's not jimping, because I don't want jimping there. I like that it's just, yeah, that's simple. That's cool. I like this. This feels cool. I wasn't sure what to expect with this knife. It's just something different that kind of caught my eye, and I'm glad that UrbanEDCSupply was willing to satiate my curiosity and send me one just to check out. Yeah, this is really sweet. So again, all the links to UrbanEDCSupply that I mentioned will be down below. I will do a full review on this once I've had time to carry it and feel it out a little bit. I'll obviously be very, very gentle with it because it's a loaner, so I'm not going to do anything crazy or hard use with it, but it's kind of, like I said, I envision it being a secondary anyways, so I wouldn't do anything crazy with it either way. But yeah, this is well executed, interesting, and kind of cool. Anyway, something different. So thank you guys for checking it out, and I'll see you guys on the next one.